Okay, hello YouTube world. It is day 7. I don't know why I keep looking off to the side. The answer is not over here. But it is day 7 on VEDS, vlog every day in September. And today's topic, well, I thought I've beaten around the bush enough, I guess I can come around to a little bit about what I do. I'm an actor. And so today's topic is going to be along that vein, and it is a how-to guide by Emily Marsh about how to make it as an actor. Now, just as a non sequitur little, hey, don't take everything I'm saying quite as gospel, this is about my experiences, and this isn't like the only way or the quickest way, but it is the way I found that is the most successful. Okay, first thing, and this is going to make everyone go like, what? Buy sunglasses. Yes, that is step 1, because believe it or not, your face is one of your most important assets as an actor, and besides the things I'm going to mention in a moment, you need to protect your eyes and your face. And wrinkles, growing older, unless you're going for the driving Miss Daisy look, are not parts you want to go for right away. So, it's very sunny here, and you need to protect your eyes, protect those crow's feet from ever coming, and protect yourself from getting burned in the face, because this is your money maker, okay? Okay, besides that, take an acting class. Like, I know it seems silly, like, acting is just real life. Yes, and real life experiences will be very important, but acting classes, if for no other reason, they give you sometimes, if they're good teachers, a roadmap of what to do in a scene. Directors will not always have a lot of time to baby step you through a scene. So if you're given a scene, you need to know how to break it down, how to figure out what your character is, how to figure out your emotional relationship with the person you're in the scene with, and so on and so forth. So an acting class will help you do that, and it'll help you with your acting chops to kind of practice and try out new roles in a safe place where you can see where your strengths are. You need to get headshots, both like the 8x10s, and digital copy that you can keep. A lot of stuff is digital now, thank the Lord. Save some trees and use some money. And you also need to possibly, well, this isn't a need, but I would get both business cards and postcards with your info on them, because when you meet someone, oh, and keep the business cards with you at all times. At all times. You never know when you're going to meet with somebody. And the number one thing, if you remember nothing else from this vlog about acting, networking will make or break you in this industry. You will get 99% of the jobs you know and get by the people you meet. So you need to have those cards to kind of get your face out there, your info out there. Postcards are good because if you send them off to casting directors, agents, they go in the regular business mail, not all the submissions that people send their headshots in, so you're more willing to get seen, because all that can be is like, flip, flip, and then they're done, and they're more likely to look at that than opening up an envelope, pulling it out, reading it, okay? You need to eventually join the unions. That's SAG and AFTRA. You'll get paid better, your working conditions will be better, but don't do it right away, because once you do, you're in a whole different league of actors who are usually much more experienced and have more credits, and there's actually a lot of non-union paid stuff out there, so it can cut off some job opportunities. You need to get an agent eventually, both for, or manager, both for commercials and theatrical, which means movies and television, and theater, but it's mostly movies and TV. And of the two, I'm going to warn you now, theatrical agents are much more hard to get. There's quite a catch-22. You don't get credits unless you get an agent, because they submit you, but you don't get an agent unless you have credits, which is weird. So you have to find some kind of backdoor, and that's where the networking comes in, because that'll be the only thing usually that can get you over that hump. Do student films, do indie films, because that's how you learn and grow and get a reel together, which is like a movie, a short movie of your work, that a lot of agents won't even consider taking you on if they don't see a reel of some kind. Take all free stuff, like free classes. There are free classes, there are free workshops. Do them, because there's a lot of stuff that they'll try and rip you off for that pays, and until you figure out what you want to do, what type you can play, and so on, you need to do something to get experience, to ask your questions, and to just get to know the industry. There's just not as much, I mean, you have to be here and physically go through stuff before you learn some of this. And really quickly, before my 5 minutes is up, join online submissions like Actors Access, LA Casting, Now Casting, because that's where most of your work will come from that you submit yourself for. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on day 8.